Hello everyone, welcome to our second day's course Node Map and Map Tools. I hope you have the tools and the data ready. If not, please refer to the first day's course. Now let's begin today's course. There are three parts in today's course. The first, we are going to load map, and the second, we are going to add the measurement tools to the map, and the third, we are going to publish our system on server. So let's begin the first part, load map. The first you should to do is start up a server. Here I already start up a server now, and the second we're going to create a layout. Here we just use the Lager UI. Here we can open the Lager UI. Double click in this. Here we found the we just use this layout, and then we need to import code the JS and the CSS we will use in our system. The first, we are going to open the open the Lager UI, this frame. Here we open the index.html. Here we found that there are already some JS and CSS are coded in the in here, including almost all the Lager UI CSS and the Lager UI JS. And here this one, supermap dot includes this one is the supermap supermap for JavaScript classic JS. Here we can find this file under the labs. Here we can see there is supermap 8, and this one include. We can open it. Here we can find that here it already includes the class library supermap 8. This is the supermap classic JavaScript. So here we just include the this JS. Oh, sorry, not this one. And here we need to add a code. We need to set the and a meta label here to set our HTML the character set as UTF-8 to avoid the mistaken code. We put it here, and the next. We are going to see the title of this demo. We're going to find the div position top, and we put this label. Find the top here, and then we refresh. Here we can see the title of our system named Supermap WebJS demo, and then the next we are going to change the bottom the copyright of the system. Here we are going to I will find the position bottom, this div and the copyright here. You set it as super map, and here we need to announce that our data is from to this company. Then here, and then the middle of the center of the frame is map display area. We will show map in this area, and here are function 1 and function 2. We can also rename it. But here function 1 we set it as utilities management, and we just set it as network analysis, and refresh it. So here it changes like this, and then the next step we are going to write the JavaScript code. The first we should create a JS file to we are going to create a JS file to put all the JavaScript codes. Here we find here we're going to first we create a new folder named JS, and we new a file map.js. Then we are going to load our map, and here we first need to put the map.js as reference. Find the index, and we put it under the supermap includes JS. Here we need to code the map.js this file, and then we copy this function, the layer layout and layer according. We copy this script to the map.js to this JS file, and then here maybe I will need to explain the layout and according these two layout, these two div. Here we can see the layout. The layout is the div, is the whole div, or is the whole div of this Lager UI, and the according this ID is the div, is the div of the functional. We can just say name it as functional part. So our the utility mantis and the network analysis are under this coding div. So this is about the and we can see here here we can see the left position and the position center, the map display area, and the ID is map. So here we should put the R map in the center of the layout. And so here we need to initialize these two framework. Then the next we are going to show map in map div. The first we should we should define a variable map and URL to store the map the map service here, and here we define it as global variable, and then we're going to before we end the map code, I want to demonstrate you how to start your development. As I said before, Supermap provides many examples for you. You can find the examples under the classic, or if you use LeafNet OpenAir, so you also can find all the examples here. And here we find the classic example. Then there are some Supermap map, and to note the Supermap map or the third part map or some operation of the map or mark layer, you can find the all the examples. Here we just like the first one. Note the load the 4-3-2-6 coordinate system. Here we can see we can find the a source here. We can click it. Maybe there my web is a little bent, so here can't open it. Actually, we can find the original code, the example code to here to open the source, and you can also modify it and run it on the on this page. Maybe there's some I have some wrong with my network. That's no problem. So here we just follow our tutorial. The first we'll copy the map, we copy all the codes, and here the first we should initialize a map controller. Map control, yes. And here we can see the class we are using is supermap.map, this class, and the first parameter, the map, is the div ID. It is the ID of this map div. So the first one, and the second we can add some controls such as the navigation room. Also you can add other pen, also layer controller, some super map control here. And here map overlays, this means we allow overlay layers. It should be useful because in the following functions we are going to draw feature, or such as draw line and draw feature. We all need and another layer to our map. So here we need to make it as true to allow the other layer ending to the map. And then here we should here initialize that layer as tile dynamic list. Because we publish our map as REST service. Here we will download the layer as tile dynamic REST layer, and the first parameter is the ID of the layer, and here the URL is the map service URL. Here you may find the URL we input the cost 1890 and enter the iServer to log in the manager, and find the manage service instances. We can find the service we published here, the map service and the data service. We published it in our first day's course. So here we are going to, we can find the service interface. We click there and maps. Here my map. And here we can find, we copy this map service to here. And the next we are going to, initialize the layer, we should load the layer. So here we should add events, layer initial layer events to the layer. Gesture. Layer initialized event to layer. So after load the layer, it will trigger the end layer function, and here we can see the end layer function. First we add the layer to the map, and then we set the default the default center as this. The center location you can find at the iServer. Here, this center is the map center point, and here it means add layer to the map. To the map control, and here we set the default center point to the map here. So here we've just save it. Then we can refresh our page. Here we can see the map is already loaded to the page. So this is about the map loading. The second, we are going to add the map tool measurement tool. The first, we are going to add the distance measurement tool, and then we are going to add the error measurement tool. The first, we add the distance measurement. The first, we should add the button on the map. So here we should we end our tool. We end our distance measurement button on the toolbar and on the map div. In the map div. So here we just copy this. The first we should define a toolbar div and then put the button to put a label button to the toolbar. Here with index, find the map, and then and the next we should add the style of the toolbar and the label to show it on the map. Because if we only add the div here, we can see nothing. Then like we don't know where it is. So here we should new folder. We name it as CSS, and then we new a file named index.css, the CSS file, and here we should add the toolbar, the style of the toolbar. We set the position and the width height of the toolbar. We also need CSS to the label. Here it will be like this. Copy it, and we save it. Besides, here we should quote this CSS file. Which I can copy this. And here we change this as CSS index CSS. And save it. Then let's refresh the page. So here we can see the button, and here And also we can enter F12 to debug our code. Here we can select elements and we choose select an element in the page. We can locate the toolbar. Here we can see the toolbar's width and height, and here is the button, the distance measurement button. Here is his styles. Then the next, when we finish the div writing, we are going to add the click function to measure distance button. Because we need to end when we click it, it will trigger the measurement function. And as we all know that if we want to measure a distance between 2 points, we need to draw a line from the first point and to the second point. So here we should need to end the draw feature first. The first we bend the click function and we put it here. Here we name measurement, and here we just don't say it. Here we put a blank click function. Then we are going to define the draw line. Before we define the draw line, we should define a vector layer and any tool map. This vector layer are used to display the feature we created. To display features created. And then we also need to add the vector layer to the map. So here we should the map and layer this function. We should also add the vector layer here like this. It would also add the vector layer to the map, and then we are going to draw a line. Here we just first copy the codes. Then we are going to draw a line first here. So here we should initialize as let's draw first draw feature as parse. Here we can see the draw feature. We draw our feature on the to the vector layer we created, and then we are going to draw parse, and here we allow multiple passes drawing. And after we initialize it, so we should register feature end. So here I also going to try here I just want to show you the function in our examples. Here, function distance measure tool, feature control. Here we can find the this function here. My web is really bad, so I think we just rely on our tutorial. So here you just follow me, and here then after we initialize the draw9, we should add an event to the draw9. We should register feature ended event to draw9 when finished drawing. When finished drawing, we will trigger the draw completed function, and then when it finished, we should add the draw9 to the map. So here we should and draw complete function here. What we are going to do after we finish the drawing. So in this function we are going to measure the distance. So here after drawing, we should define we should find the two points of the location of the points, and get the result of the distance. So here we can copy. We can all copy all the functions. The first here, let's take a look at here, draw complete function. The first we will after drawing the line, we should first stop drawing. We stop drawing again, and then we are going to acquire. We are going to get a geometry of the feature. And here we define measure parameter to get the geometry, to use the measure parameters to get the geometry of the feature, and then we define a measure service class to pass the measurement parameters to the server and obtain the measurement result. So here we also add the process complete event to the service when the measurement parameters passed to the servers, the measure completed function will be triggered. And here we also set the mirror service, the mirror mode of the result to judge and assess the mirror surface type to see if it is distance or error. And here this process, this one is used to pass the measurement parameters to the server. So after we finish the translating, and we will trigger the measure completed, and here we will get results from the measure service. And here is the result. We can output the result. Then here we will get the result, the distance result, and the unit of this result. And here we we export the result with distance and the unit. Here we can just we can refresh it. And then we draw 9. Oh, sorry. I think I forgot one thing. Here, after we define the draw 9, here we should make it active. After when you click the mirror button, the draw now should be active. So then we check in, and here we can. So here we can see the results, and we can also see the console output. Here, and here we can see the output of this parameter. Here we can see the result, the original result, and the result here. So here is error distance unit, and the error is -1. That means because we measure the distance, and the unit is meter. So here is about the distance measurement. The next we end the error measurement. First we also need to add a button on the map. Here we just put it behind the measure distance and save it. Then the next we also need to band click function to the measure error, because we can see the ID. We use the label ID to band the function, and here. And the draw polygon. So here we should define draw polygon. We find the draw polygon here. It is as same as the draw 9. We use the same class, but here we change the path to polygon. So we also need add the polygon to the map after we finish the drawing, and then we need to do some modification to the draw completed function and measure completed function. The first, here we can see the draw line deactive. We should draw polygon deactive after we finish the drawing. Also, we need to draw polygon deactive, and here we also keep this as usual. And then here we need to judge the measure mode. So here we need to use this part. First, if the class if we measure the error, if the geometry polygon, the class name is geometry polygon, it means that the measure mode is error, and if the class name is 0.9, that means the measure mode is distance. So here we just delete this and like this. And the last, we also should we should end error. We get the error. If the result is error, we should define an error here. Find the error. The result is error, and here we need to end a judgment to judge the unit. If the error, if the result is error, and the unit should be a quarter meter. So here we end. Here. This, just like we said here, if the error is -1, the result should be the distance and the meter. Otherwise, the result should be error and the quarter meter. Just save it, and then we refresh. Here we can see the draw polygon draw, and here is the quarter meter, the error result. Here we also can see the result parameter. Here we can see the error, and the distance now is -1. So this is about the distance and the error measurement. Then the next, we should clear the features. So we need to add a clear button here to clear the features we drew. The first, we also should add a label or add a button to the map. Also add it after the measure error and the ID we name clear. And then we also band a click event to the clear. Here here means the vector layer, we should remove all the features of the vector layer. So here we save it and just go back to the page, and here this is clear. If we draw a line, it will like this, and if we draw a arrow, the result should be like this. And here we can clear it, so it's all clear. This is about all the codes of our course. The next, as you can see, now we browse our system in our local. So if you here we are going to publish our system to the web system, and we deploy it to the Tomcat. For the convenience, we just use our S server because our S server is based on the Tomcat. So here we can just put our code to our S server packages. We are going to put it to the web apps here. So here we are going to find the super map. We just copy this, and we find the super map as server. We find the web apps and put it here. And then actually you can rename it, just like if you have the real object, you can name it as you want here, and here we can open it. Then here we can change from the web apps, we can name it as local. So now if we deploy our system to the server, we can view it through this interface now. And so I think this is about today's course. So let's review our course we learned today. The first we are going to we loaded the map to the map display area, and the second we ended the distance measurement, and the arrow element, also the clear button, and the code to the map. The third one, we deployed our system on the Tomcat server, so that we can view it while this interface. So I think that's all for today, and tomorrow we are going to realize the query house through keywords. So I think that's all for today, and have a good day. See you tomorrow.